the iPhone 10 and the iPhone 8 Plus. Still undecided? Well, I'm going to try and help you out. Two very similar phones with some very big differences. What one deserves a space in your pocket? Stick around and find out. Ready? Let's do this. Hello YouTube and welcome back to MavTech. Now we're here talking about these two gorgeous phones from Apple, the iPhone 10 and the iPhone 8 Plus, and which one pretty much deserves a space in your pocket. Before we get started, I'm going to put it out there and say you're not going to be disappointed with either. Both of these are absolutely fantastic phones, but we're here to make an ultimate decision of what one's worth your money, worth your time, and what one you're really going to want to show off to. So let's jump straight into this. The design. Now they're very, very similar in design. They look similar, they feel similar, they're pretty much made similar, apart from the plus size being that bit bigger. They both support glass backs. That's to allow for the wireless charging, which is a fantastic option from Apple. It saves you fumbling about with cables anymore. One downside to that is you're going to get fingerprints on these really easily. Is that worth putting up with? You can live with it. Throw a case on it. The case won't just hide the fingerprints, it's also going to protect it because these are delicate now that they're made completely of glass. So look after them. As soon as you buy them, stick them in a case. I've done a video on a few cases, so go back and check that out, and it gives you a few colour options and material choices. Now, a big thing we've got to talk about is the money. This is going to set you back the £200 more over what the 8 Plus is. Now I can't say that's a choice for you. If you want the latest and greatest spec, the standout one to go for is the 10. It features an OLED screen over this one. It uses more screen space, and it's honestly it's a pleasure to the eyes to look at, whether you're viewing content, whether you're gaming, or whether you're just flicking through social media. The pixels are great, the colours are vibrant, and the black is really deep black because of the OLED. That's not saying this isn't a good screen. It's still a fantastic screen. It still looks good. It doesn't crop your content, this one, when you're looking at, which this one does. I can live with that because of the OLED. I'll put up with that. And obviously the notch at the top of this one was a bit controversial. Some people hate it, some people like it, but I'm just being totally honest here. After a few months of using this, I don't even really notice the notch, but I do understand what it's there for. Second point, how do you want to unlock your phone? With your face or with your thumb? Now, both work extremely well, and I've done a video on this one, on the 10, about the Face ID. I've had a lot of people saying it doesn't work, a lot of people saying it does work. For me, it's fine. It works perfectly, it works flawlessly, and I haven't had any major issues with it. That's not saying that this one doesn't work well, it does. The thumbprints have been around for ages, thumbprint, fingerprint, whatever you decide to use. They work well, they always have worked well. They both enable Apple Pay. You can both, with either one, Face ID or the thumbprint or fingerprint, you can download stuff from the iTunes store, from the app stores. You can purchase stuff out with using either, but it's just what's convenient for you. I like Face ID. You can just hold it up and you're unlocked, you're in, you're paying for stuff. This one slightly faster using the fingerprint scanner, but you're talking milliseconds literally, so you wouldn't notice from a day-to-day use. That's number two. Like I said, I prefer the Face ID over the fingerprint ID. Now again, holding them in your hand, I've always liked the plus size models. Now this is an old design from 2014 when they had the iPhone 6 Plus was out. Now I'm not saying this is the iPhone 6 Plus, it's not the iPhone 8 Plus, but it's just a similar design. Obviously it's changed the glass, the wireless charging, the screens have got better and more brighter, but it's still an overall older design. Well, this is a complete remodel of the iPhone lineup. It's a fantastic remodel, it's a fantastic design. Yes, it's going to cost you more. Is it worth it in my opinion? Apple fanboy? Yeah, I think it's worth it. It's worth paying that little bit extra. You're already paying a lot of money for this, so if you've got the spare cash in your pocket, if you have to wait a little bit longer, go for the 10. It's not going to feel as outdated as quick as the iPhone 8 Plus is, because obviously it is an older model, and already we're halfway through this year and they're talking about new phones coming out already, which I'm excited about. So this one's going to feel even older when the new models come out. So YouTube, with all this said and done, you've probably understood the clear winner in my eyes. Like I said, I've carried both these phones round, and the one I'm going to recommend above the other, just for the sheer spec standout, the overall design and the overall package, is going to be the iPhone X. It's going to be staying in my pocket. I'm going to let this one go. I've used it, it's been handy, it's been nice to hang around with, but I'm just finding myself using it less and less now that I've got this. So I think I'm going to end up trading this in, maybe getting something different. I might even go for an Android phone. I've said it, big thing, never had an Android phone, but that's what I'm thinking of doing. So I'm going to recommend the iPhone X. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Mark, this has been MavTech. Please think about subscribing down below, because we've got lots more coming up, and obviously hit the thumbs up while you're down there, it does help the channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.